It is the 11th of April 2014, and welcome to the Smackdown review. Please like, share, subscribe, comment, everything, and help this channel grow. Have a really good evening. And last week started with the news: eat, sleep, breathe, streak. And Brock Lesnar likes to make children cry. Well, this week it is the adults that are crying, because news has broken that Brock Lesnar is going away on a hiatus. So chances are we're not going to see him in a while. So it beggars the question, why was he allowed to break the streak? We'll get into all of that later on, but let's quickly round up this week's SmackDown and give you some spoilers for tonight. First of all, we start off the show with John Cena. John Cena is in the ring and he is doing his usual absolute crap, talking about how he is the one to beat, how he is the top guy in the company, etc, etc. Is something gone unnoticed? Is John Cena actually a big heel? Is he the biggest heel in the WWE? He certainly draws potentially the biggest boos out of anybody within the roster. He's been playing babyface for a while now. We wonder, when is John Cena ever going to turn heel? Is he going to turn heel anytime soon? It appears not, because he's already got heel status and he's also got babyface status. Babyface with all the women and all the children, and an absolute heel for all the adult men like me who absolutely hate him and absolutely bored of him. Right, so John Cena goes on about how he's a top dog in the company, and anyone who wants to take that top dog status has got to come after him. Surprise, surprise, who comes out? Bray Wyatt. And Bray Wyatt is saying that in order to take over John Cena, he is going to have to be more extreme than he has ever been before. So what we see from this is that WrestleMania and the following up Raw, WrestleMania John Cena got the pin, Raw Bray Wyatt got the pin. Now we're going to continue. So we're going to continue this for the next wee while, which is good for Bray Wyatt because it's getting him high up status. Next of all, second match of the evening, we get Cesaro versus the Big Show. What I was wanting to see at WrestleMania and absolutely praying was that we were going to see the Cesaro swing on the Big Show. Unfortunately, we didn't see that again. Is it possible? I'm not sure. I think he did do the Cesaro swing on the Great Khali not too long ago. So surely he must be able to do it on the Big Show. But that's what I was hoping for all that match. Unfortunately, as happens far too often, and as it could have been pretty much expected from this, the match ended with Jack Swagger coming in and interrupting. Cesaro is going over as a heel at the moment. That appears to be what they're doing, but one of these heels that he's a heel but everyone loves, so it's sort of the Bray Wyatt type character. Everybody does love Cesaro because of his wrestling skills, and also he's decent on the mic, and now that you've got Paul Heyman behind him, everybody loves him, including me. Love a bit of Paul Heyman. They end up Cesaro hits a neutralizer and lays Swagger out. So that's the second match of the evening. Third match, some of these matches we get on SmackDown are pretty damn boring sometimes. You got Ryback, absolutely great. I loved it when he was being really pushed and hoped that he was going to take the title off of John Cena. Off of CM Punk at one point, but unfortunately didn't. And now Ryback has fallen all the way down to the bottom of the rungs. He's a really interesting character to follow on Twitter if you happen to. But Ryback, so we're facing Los Matadores. So you couple Ryback, who is a really good character and an interesting wrestler, with Axel, who's just terrible. He's the worst thing to be introduced. Even teaming Axel with Paul Heyman didn't work. Now, who the hell does that not work for? Paul Heyman is absolutely brilliant heel, and Axel still manages to ruin that. So versus Los Matadores, who are just a repackaged Primo Epico, which is pretty crap. They were shite before, they're shite now, they're really boring. The only thing they have going for them is that bloody bull, and he's boring as shite anyway. So Ryback will win. Are they pushing for the titles, or is this just another nothing match? Probably a nothing match, because WWE does not really give two shits about their tag team division. Now, where a tag team division did work was TNA. TNA managed to really push Beer Money versus Motor City Machine Guns. They produced one of the best matches of all time. It was a best of three matches. It was great, and I would suggest definitely worth a watch. And interesting enough, that's one of the live matches I've actually been to when I went to Florida. It was really good. Next we have RVD versus Damien Sandow. Damien Sandow getting destroyed again. Getting absolutely no luck now. He wish he'd never won that Money in the Bank because it has just ruined him as a character. He's now just a jobber. He might as well join 3MB and make it 4MB because he gets fucking jobbed again. The match was exactly the same as Raw. They might as well just show in a replay. There's not much point in doing that. Next out we have the Hulkster. So he's out in the ring. Obviously, WWE's top face at the moment. Everybody loves a bit of Hulk, and who do you want a team with the top face? Daniel Bryan. So Hulk says that WrestleMania was Yesomania, so more of the yes chat. And Bryan comes out and says, "Oh Hulk, I love you. You're the reason I am what I am today." Which in a sense, I guess that's probably why Bryan's into wrestling, but Bryan is a lot better grappler than the Hulk, so I'm guessing he didn't just get his body slams and his boots from the Hulk. Next we get Barrett versus Kofi Kingston. So we got Bad News Barrett on TV again, which is great. He can also be a really good heel. The whole Bad News chat is pretty damn good. And he was facing Kofi Kingston, who again is pretty much just gone back to his jobber status. You were thinking after WrestleMania, after he had the Andre the Giant match, you were thinking Kofi might have been elevated a bit because he had a few interesting angles, but he didn't. Interestingly enough, Barrett at Raw, while he was the heel, he was actually really hot and everybody was loving Barrett. Unfortunately, he just went back to normal Barrett status and no one particularly cared about him, but he is still an interesting character. The next match of the night, we have Fandango versus WWE's own EY, which is Santino. Now, here we might see the difference between WWE and TNA. WWE's equivalent of EY is losing a match against Fandango and is just made as a comedy character, whereas TNA's equivalent, EY, is somehow winning the TNA Heavyweight Championship. What on earth happened there? He wasn't built up to it at all. He never had been beating any of the top guys in the company. He's just come along, had a feud with Abyss, done some jokey segments, and somehow he's now won the championship. So well done, Dixie Carter, in completely destroying that whole company. Fandango defeats Santino, and Fandango's new lady is Layla. Fandango had quite a funny breakup with Summer Rae over Twitter. It's well worth a look. Next and last of all, we have the Usos against Daniel Bryan. Usos and Daniel Bryan against Randy Orton, Batista, and Kane. We hadn't seen the Shield tonight, so we were going to see the Shield now. How were they going to appear? Probably because the faces were getting beaten up, which happened. The Usos got heavily beaten up, and Daniel Bryan came to make the save. The match ends up running out with a count out, and you've got Randy Orton, Batista, and Kane going to beat the shit into the faces. And who comes out? The Shield. Again, left in the ring. Yes, etc., etc. Two rumours of the week that were interesting. Sting has supposedly signed with WWE. How is he going to be brought into the equation? Now that Undertaker lost his streak, we were hoping that maybe Sting versus Undertaker, we're going to have a sort of streak versus a streak retirement type match. Sting surely has got to face Undertaker. That's the main draw. That's what everybody wants to see. So how that's going to happen, we'll have to see. And the other thing that I referred back to earlier, somehow EY has been given the TNA Heavyweight Championship. God knows how that happened. Please remember to subscribe, like the video, comment, share it with people. I'm trying to build this channel up. I love doing wrestling reviews and love watching the wrestling. We're going to be always doing Smackdown results/review. We're going to be doing Raw reviews and then Raw results, and we're going to have the odd rumours each day as well. On top of that, I'll be doing football videos, maybe football betting. So it'd be great if you could join in this journey with me. Have a great weekend, and I'll see you on Monday.